Hey guys, Jeremy here from School of What, Covent Garden. It's the weekend and that means only one thing. It's my fakeaway for your takeaway. Thanks to all of our awesome Patreon supporters who have signed up and subscribed. If you haven't already, go over to Patreon, look for School of What and subscribe there for exclusive content and loads of competitions and prizes. This week we're doing a pad med mam wang, which is essentially a Thai stir-fried chicken and cashew nuts. Oh, here's our takeaway. So we actually got this from a restaurant that is open already in Soho called Thai West Café, and it's still warm. Exciting. Very simple stir fry with a little bit of chili. I'd say I like it a little bit spicier than that, as you can probably see from when these chilies around, but very tasty. Chicken breast, marinated well, sliced, stir fried with some cashews. And mam wang actually means cashew nut in Thai. So I've got some chunks of onion, some pepper. You can use whatever veg you want really, but I've got some Chinese leaf here, just one leaf of Chinese leaf that I've sliced up as well. I've got some dry, whole red chilies here, which I'm gonna keep whole, and that can go straight in. And then for some real heat, I'm gonna do some slices of bird eye chili. I'm gonna go for the spice. I like my spice. Of course, if you'd rather not have too much spice, then maybe 1/2 to 1 bird eye chili is plenty. Garlic. It can be all quite rough and ready, this stir fry. For me, it's all about the sauce on this, which definitely differs to your classic Chinese stir fries. I've cut my spring onions quite rough and ready, and I'm going to pile that all in with my chili and garlic. I've got, of course, my cashews. I've just toasted those in the wok for about a minute or so until they've started to brown. My chicken, it's chicken breast here, so we're going to go for nice thin slices of chicken. Just flatten those thicker pieces out. And then I've only got a small amount of chicken, just to show you guys a simple stir fry. So I'm going to put 1/2 the amount of light soy, so about half a tablespoon of light soy into that amount of chicken. Give that a little mix, and you can notice I've been touching the chicken with my left hand, so I'm keeping the left hand for that, whilst my right hand can still do stuff. I'm going to put some corn flour around that marinated chicken. So you want to just mix that corn flour and light soy around and then make up the sauce. We're going for a tablespoon of each of the sauces. So 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, a tablespoon of fish sauce, for some savoury, a tablespoon of oyster sauce, and then followed by a tablespoon of ketchup mayonnaise and some tamarind. Smoking hot wok. Chicken in. You want to press down into the chicken and start to separate out the chicken breast, but don't sort of move it around too much at this point because you want an initial sear. With that corn flour around the marinade, it will start to brown quite quickly. You can see that there. So you can turn that over relatively quickly. It's chicken breast after all, so I don't want to overcook this. Once it's had that initial sear on both sides, you're pretty much guaranteed that it won't stick, but you've got to make sure that you're sort of collecting this smoky heat around the wok. As I say, this first bit of cooking the chicken breast is only really to give it that nice colour and seal the chicken and then separate out the pieces nicely. So you don't need to fully cook it. A little bit more oil. That's vegetable oil, sunflower oil, corn oil, anything high heating. Make sure that's smoking hot and your onions go in. If you've got space, you may as well put your peppers in as well. Fold that through and just get that sort of blistering around the onions and peppers. Circulating that heat around the wok. Quick flick to bring that smoke out of the wok. And then we're going to go in with your garlic, chili, spring onions. That bird eye chili, as soon as it hits the wok, is going to start to smoke up. So just hold your breath whilst you're doing it. Any other veg can go in, your cabbage. And you can see, just from one cabbage leaf, a quarter of an onion and half a pepper, that wok is almost full already, which is why I've done this in separate bits. My chicken's going to come back in, along with my cashews, and then my tamarind sauce, that 1 to 1 to 1 to 1 mix, is going to pick up all that garlic and chili and spring onion flavour. I'm allowing it to sit in the wok and build up heat before I then flick it through. And then back down on the heat again quite quickly. I want this to caramelise nicely around the wok, which is why I'm allowing it to build up so much heat before I add your chicken stock. Chicken stock. So you want to cook that through until the sauce sort of caramelizes around the chicken nicely, and it's kind of like a medium wet stir fry this. So you can see the sort of glaze on that chicken right round each piece, rather than sort of a sauce sitting at the bottom of the wok. That there is ready. My version of Thai West Café's Pad Med Mamwang. Really lovely. Oh, I can feel that heat as well. And that little bit of tamarind really does change it to a sort of a classic Chinese ginger and spring onion chicken and cashew. Guys, thanks again for all of our Patreon supporters for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, don't forget you can get involved with all those competitions and exclusive prizes as well. Why don't you guys let us know what your favourite stir fry is down in the comments below. Thanks for watching.